direct to indirect questions. Here are the basic rules, but we've added a few new things, which is very interesting. Present simple or past simple using the auxiliary verb do. When does the bus leave? To make it indirect or to make it polite, we add the introduction, we take away the auxiliary verb do, and then we need to check the tense. Because the bus is it, we need to change the verb to leaves. This is very important. If it was when did the bus leave, it would be could you tell me when the bus left? You really need to respect the tense. Number 2, how much are the cakes? Add the introduction and then put the verb to be at the end of the sentence. Can I ask how much the cakes are? Number 3, what present will you buy? This rule is for all other tenses. It's also for present simple if you use any other auxiliary verb than do or the verb to be, like can, any of the modal verbs. So, what present will you buy? Future simple. May I kindly ask what present you will buy? We just take the auxiliary verb and the subject and we switch them around. Don't forget to add the introduction. And finally, rule star. Can they come to the party? This is a yes-no question. We have to do a number of things here. Firstly, we have to add the nice polite introduction. As soon as you've added the introduction, you need to add one of these words. I've never taught this before, but thank you, Gabriella. Gabriella mentioned this word. So I was wondering if you know if, or I was wondering if you know whether, or I was wondering if you know whether or not they can come to the party. So for yes-no questions, we need to add one of these words and then apply either rule 1, 2 or 3. And because this is can they, present simple using the auxiliary verb can, we use rule number 3. Now the other problem that came up today is that today I've done very complicated direct questions using all of the telephone phrasal verbs. Because they're complicated, rule number 2 just doesn't work. And rule number 2 needs to revert to rule number 3. Here's an example for you. Question number 10, is the line busy? Can you tell me, because it's a yes-no question, if the line is busy? We've just taken, we've gone to rule number 3. We've taken the auxiliary verb and the subject and we've swapped it around. So it makes things a little bit more complicated. Let's do another one. Number 3, just so you can see it. Number 3, how easy is it to look up his number? Can I ask you how easy it is to look up his number? So this is a change. When the direct question becomes complex using the verb to be, rule number 2 no longer works. So a bit more information for you if you already know about direct or indirect questions. Thank you.